Hi everyone, welcome back to Joanne Tech Lover. I'm Joanne, and today I'll be going over this SYBER VAPOR A PC / gaming console. And it also comes in higher models, the Vapor I and the Vapor X. And those come with Intel CPUs, with Nvidia cards, and more RAM, storage, the like. But they're all upgradable, which is really cool. And I gotta say, this is my first PC / gaming console, and I love the versatility, like keyboard and mouse for PC, and then gaming console. I use the controller, and it's just so cool. Here are all the accessories you get in the box, and there are quite a few items on here I want to talk about. But first, let's go over some of the documentation. So you get a micro keyboard guide. This is the keyboard here. Go in more detail in just a bit. And you also get a Logitech F710 wireless gamepad documentation, teaching you what the buttons do and the different interface modes and whatnot. And then here is how to plug in your Wi-Fi antennas to the back of your PC. And I already did that, so I'll show you what the antennas look like in just a bit. You just twist it into the rear I/O. And then here is safety and compliance and warranty. And here is the quick guide. Now this large piece here, this is another guide to the Vapor A and also their other Vapor systems like the Vapor I and the Vapor X. And from what I know so far, the Vapor I and the Vapor A come in black or white, just in case you didn't like the white version that I have in hand. Haha. And here are the specs for the Vapor I and the Vapor X. And now for a look at the cables. So you get included a flat cable. This is a HDMI 1.4, and you also get power cord for the PC, of course, and this is a USB charging, mini USB to USB for the keyboard. Here's a closer look at the keyboard. We're going to go ahead and turn the switch to on, and you notice some status indicators here. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to the back, and in the top section there is a RF receiver, so I can go ahead and use it, and it comes paired already, at least from my experience. And this is very interesting. This is a flashlight. There is a button here that you could go ahead and turn on this light. Very useful. Very nice. I mean, on a keyboard, yeah, definitely. And here's the mini USB port where you can go ahead and charge the keyboard with this cable. Now then, let's go on to the actual keyboard itself. You'll notice that it is actually a QWERTY keyboard, and you get function commands in orange. So if you press function, you can access, for example, the backlighting of the keyboard. It is very, very faint at the moment, but I'm sure you'll be able to see it better once it is in lower lighting. And also, these are the left and right mouse clicks, and this is the trackpad. And I have to say that it's nice to have it, but it's not as sensitive as I would like, or accurate. And then if you use function and press this button, your trackpad will change direction. And up here, what I really like about this is that you get the multimedia functions just by clicking them. Like, you'll have to press function to access your F buttons, so that is definitely a nice touch. But overall, it's a tiny, tiny keyboard, and I love that. They've even got page down and tab, cap, and shift. So I love it. I just wish the trackpad were a little better, but other than that, it is a very nice keyboard. Now for a look at the included Logitech F710 wireless controller. I also found it on Amazon for about 44 bucks, and I might just go ahead and pick up a second one so I can play with another person. Alrighty, and this controller can only be used in big picture mode, Steam big picture mode, and I'll show you that once we go ahead and power up the system. So it comes with 2 analog sticks, 2 analog triggers, and 12 digital buttons. There's some buttons up here as well. And up here you have the back button, start, vibration, a couple modes, a Logitech button in the center. And I'm going to go ahead and actually turn it to the back here. So on the back, you'll notice that actually it's got this really nice soft touch finish. I really like that. And press down on the arrows here to release the compartment cover. And inside is the included 2 AA batteries, as well as a compartment for your RF receiver. Very cool. Here at the top of the controller, we have a better look at the analog triggers, and this is your interface mode switch between X input and direct input. And X input is marked X and direct is marked D. So it's recommended that you leave it in X input mode because the controller uses standard Windows drivers and you don't need to install Logitech drivers. But if you put it into direct mode, it is more of an older input. Some functions are not available. available, like vibration, and yeah, that's a look at the interface modes. Finally, let's take a look at the PC/gaming console. As for materials, it's made of this plastic exterior cover over a full metal interior, as of course metal is definitely better at cooling your components than plastic is. And what I like about the top part, the white section of the plastic, I for a moment thought it was like metal, but then I'm like, oh wait, no it's not. Let's take a look at the dimensions. So it measures 351 millimeters or 13.8 inches along this edge, 345 millimeters or 13.5 inches along that edge, and 98.5 millimeters or 3.8 inches tall. And it weighs in at 36 pounds, which is hefty if you have to carry it far distances, or if you want the other metric, 16.3 kilograms. Here's a look at the front of the PC, and here's the SYBER logo as well as LED strips on the top and bottom edge of the front. And here's the power button as well as your headphone and mic jacks, and one USB 2.0 port and two USB 3.0 ports. Let's go ahead and swing it to this side. There is a color button, and I will show you what that's all about in a bit. But first, let's go to the rear. Here's a look at the rear of the PC, and this is your power port. Beneath that is your SPDIF HD audio port. This is for digital audio for high-end speakers or like an entertainment system. If you have that, it's definitely recommended to use this. And beneath that is the PS2 connector for a mouse or keyboard. If you prefer to use that type of connection, go for it, or if you just happen to have that connected to your keyboard and mouse. And then this is your D-sub connector, HDMI port, and here's a DVI-D connector, which stands for digital because it sends out a digital signal only. And here are the two wireless antennae I was talking about earlier. Simply just bend it and remove it like so. I will reattach that momentarily before I turn it on, of course. And moving right along, you get 4 USB 2.0 ports, which is quite a bit, 2 USB 3.0 ports, a LAN port. Here are your mic, line out, and line in audio ports. And next to that, these are the connectors on your graphics card. So I'm going to go ahead and go over these two first. These are the DVI-I ports, which is for both analog and digital signals. And so you can go ahead and drive both a digital flat panel LCD monitor or older CRT monitor if you were curious about that. And next to that is a full display port. These are always lovely to see. This is capable of driving 4K streaming video as well as gaming. And here is the HDMI port next to it. This can stream 4K video, but it is not recommended for gaming, I'm sure. It just would not look as good. And finally on this side, just like the other side, you just get some ventilation holes, except this one doesn't have the color button. But let's go ahead and take a look at the top and the bottom. And now for a look at the top of the system, you just get some ventilation holes here, as well as, what is this thing? Now if you open this right here, you'll see a screw, and if you remove that, you'll be able to take off the top panel, so if you want to upgrade your system, or if you just want to see what's inside because you're curious. And now for a look at the bottom of the PC, it also has this cover for where the screw is, so you can go ahead and take off the panel, but there is really no point to take off the bottom panel, but if you want to, you can go ahead and do that. And you can go ahead and stand this PC upright if you want to save more space on your desk perhaps. I just wish they included a stand for you, but I didn't see one, but yeah. So let's see what this color button is all about. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Oh, look at the colors. They will be changing. There we go. It came standard green, but then it's cool that you could definitely change it up for different colors, for example, JTL colors, and of course off. Now for a look at the specs. The system comes with the AMD Athlon X4 840 3.1 GHz processor, the AMD Radeon R9 270 graphics card with 2 gigs of GDDR5 video memory, and there's clearance for a 12.5-inch long graphics card inside. It can support a GTX 980 card, so definitely, like, if you want to upgrade, go for it. You also get 4 gigs of DDR3 1600 MHz RAM, upgradable up to 16 gigabytes max, and I believe that's the case for the Vapor I and the X as well. And also a 500 gigabyte SATA 3 hard drive. There's space to install 2 3.5-inch drives or 3 2.5-inch drives. So you could definitely do like a really fast rating combo. And the motherboard can be upgraded to any industry standard mini ITX board with compatible CPU upgrade as well. And it comes with a 250 watt PSU. It can be upgraded to up to a 600 watt SFX PSU, which is small form factor. At the moment, 600 watt I believe is the highest in the market. And it also supports wireless 802.11 AC, G and N, and Bluetooth 4.0. It also comes with Windows 8.1 pre-installed and Valve Steam client. And gotta say, I'm getting pretty used to Windows 8.1. The Vapor A is currently plugged into this monitor, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this trackpad to go to Steam Big Picture because that is what is needed. So I'm going to right click and head into Big Picture mode. And this is where the controller is going to take over. So give me a moment. I'm gonna just kind of play here so you can see what I'm doing, sort of. God, this angle is so weird. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to library, and let's go to Lego Movie. All right, let's go. Yes, let's see how this looks. I have to say the graphics on here are pretty awesome, actually. All right, so this is the Lego game. I'm gonna go ahead and actually skip the intro because I just want you to see how good the graphics looks in game. It is amazing. All right, so press X to attack. Where's X? There we go. Sorry, I haven't used a console in a long time. I don't even remember what the buttons are, but yeah, there it is. Now I'm gonna jump. And also in big picture mode, you can go ahead, oh, there I go. You can go ahead and view your games and whatnot on your big screen TV, which is definitely really cool. All the icons won't be super tiny, so that's what some of the, hold on, I can't play and talk at the same time. Okay, let me build this first. And it's just much easier to see if you go ahead and play games on your TV this way. Now then, it says only female characters can jump really high. Okay, Y open menu, and there I am again. And as you can see, it just looks really good. I love it. I mean, it's clean, it's crisp, the visuals are great, and yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm also giving a tiny review of this game too. Ah, something just blew up on me. Looks like I need to kick some more butt as Cleopatra Lego chick. So I hope you enjoyed this look at, wow, she is really powerful, some kick there. There we go, there, all dead, I think. Oh wait, no, there's still one alive. No, two alive. You must all die and bow before me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this look at this game being, oh, gotta jump, sorry, being played on the Vapor A. It's time to look at the pros and cons. So what do I like about this system? I like the design of the PC. It looks quite high-end and it feels sturdy. And the graphics just look so good while gaming. You have to see it in person to really take it in. The big picture mode is pretty awesome in that you can enjoy it on a larger size TV screen. If you're looking for more controllers, an Xbox 360 or PS4 controller will work, so that is definitely +1 for versatility. And it's cool that you can upgrade the motherboard, CPU, graphics card, PSU, memory, hard drive, and the like. Also, I like that it can handle a full-length 2-slot graphics card and up to 3 hard drive positions. I also like the included DisplayPort options and the USB ports. Also, the PC lights up and you can change up the colors, very cool. And now for the cons. So the mini keyboard touchpad could use a little work. Sometimes it inputs click commands I didn't intend to execute, or it's a little slow, and I still prefer to plug in a keyboard and mouse when I'm not in big picture mode and gaming. But it's great if I'm just laying back watching movies. It just makes things easier. Also, no rubber feet or stands for vertical orientation. I would have liked that. I just feel like it would have been more secure, though it's fine, I suppose. And system does get a little warm and very loud while gaming because it heats up and whatnot. So maybe a large laptop cooler will help cool it. I also wish it was a higher wattage PSU, but for the price you get plenty. So to conclude, it's a great little system for the price, and it's portable enough for me to tote around if I don't have a laptop on me. And need something more powerful for editing, but this will do for gaming. But I guess I could always upgrade, huh? Well, that wraps up the video on this SYBER VAPOR A PC/gaming console, and I have to admit that I love the way games look on this, and it's just, I could switch from like Windows 8.1 to like, you know, Steam Big Picture, and the console part is just really cool. It took me back to my old days with the PS1, 2, 3, and all that. Alright, if you like what you saw and you want to see more like it, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons, as well as follow me on social media, Joanne Tech Lover Facebook fan page, Joanne Tech Lover again on Twitter, and Joanne Tech Lover one more time on Instagram. Also, please don't forget to hit the donate button so it can help expand this channel and feed this techie. One last thing is storeenvy.com, where you can go ahead and purchase my 8.5 by 11 inch autograph prints. I guess all that's left to say is, mwah! See you next time!